Hey people, it is Thursday, July the 11th. Time is 5:20 in the afternoon. It is 25 Celsius, feeling more like 30 Celsius with the Humidex. I'm walking west along Dundas Street East, just crossing Church Street. And we're in the middle of Thursday rush hour. So I thought I'd just take a somewhat random walk around downtown and take in all the sights and sounds of downtown Toronto during rush hour on a hot, sunny Thursday in July. This is a very unplanned sort of walk. Maybe I'll take a walk through the Eaton Centre also, since we're nearby right now. I'm just heading towards Yonge and Dundas. And maybe I'll make my way down to Union Station and we'll check out the action down there. Past the famous Imperial Pub. And the old building that has been on this corner forever is pretty much all demolished now. I think that was owned by Toronto Metropolitan University. Crossing Victoria Street. And as usual, it's a bit of a zoo here. Even at non-rush hour, this is always a bit of a zoo. I hear Moonlight Sonata playing here. Should be Sunlight Sonata right now. That was quite the laugh, if that's what that was. Let's check out the situation here at Shake Shack. There's still a line, but it seems to be just immediately filtering in. Probably not much of a wait. Alright, I'm going to make my way across Yonge Street here. We are Yonge and Dundas. The Eaton Center is just across Dundas. Always a fan of live music. I could enter the mall here, but let's go down to the next entrance a bit further south. Let's take a look back towards the epicenter of the city, downtown Canada. It's been jokingly referred to before. No one in Toronto actually refers to it that way. Non-Torontonians tend to think that Torontonians think of it that way, though. There's really no sidewalk etiquette along this stretch here. It's just every person for themselves. Just make your own way. All right, here's that other entrance, so let's head inside the mall. We'll just walk straight south and we'll exit at Queen Street.
Connected to our building? Yeah.
This was the old Nordstrom here at this end, but that shuttered some time ago when Nordstrom pulled out of Canada. And it sat vacant for quite a while until just recently it was announced that a Simon's department store would be coming in and filling part of the space, as well as another downtown Italy location. And I think a Nike store as well. So at the uppermost level of the Eaton Center, there are two other main levels below this one. And the new glass galleria is almost all complete. They replaced all the old glass. I think just the most northerly section is still not quite complete, but pretty close. And this new glass definitely lets in a lot more light than the old glass, which was quite murky. After 40 plus years, I think, since the mall opened in 1977. Kind of give you a sense of the scale of this place. I've done a few videos where I do a complete tour of the Eaton Center, covering all of its levels and food courts. Oh, this is that big slide they just recently installed here. Maybe I'll come back sometime and try it out. Let's see if we see someone emerge. There we go. Oh, good times to be had at the Eaton Center, not just for shopping. Although when I come here, I never shop anyway. I'm usually just recording a video, to be honest, anytime I'm in here. All right, we'll head down to street level. The new food hall. Food halls are all the rage in the city now. I think I've done several videos covering at least 4 of them so far. All right, let's head out, and this will take us out onto Queen Street. I have to cross to the other side. This is all blocked off due to the Ontario Line subway construction running directly along this portion of Queen Street. I don't like the sun much either, but that's kind of ridiculous. I'll be getting some shade momentarily. I'm going to head south down Bay Street through the Skyscraper Canyon through the financial district. And this isn't oppressive at all. There's Old City Hall. And new City Hall over there, which is close to 60 years old now, so new City Hall is almost a senior citizen itself. All right, let's head south. And here's that welcome shade. This part of the walk is mirroring my very first ever walking video on this channel, which was almost exactly 6 years ago. So I walked south from Queen and Bay down to King and Bay, and then over to Yonge Street, and then back north again on Yonge. We're at Richmond Street here. And a taxi is blocking the intersection. Shocking. And the usual traffic shenanigans. What is that beeping all about? This is always one of my favorite streets to walk along in the downtown. It's just office towers, really, but it's also where most of the tallest office towers in the city are located. And it has lots of historic office buildings also, dating back over 100 years in many cases. They're not as tall, obviously, but they add a lot to the streetscape. And we're at Adelaide. Quite a lineup of cyclists here. This is a very busy bike path through the core. Looks like we had a side swiping situation. That was once the Trump Tower. Now it's St. Regis Hotel. Let's watch the rush hour crowd cross Adelaide Street. Most people are making their way south to Union Station, just like I am. But I'm not going to catch a train. Most of these people are going to catch a train. They don't make them like this anymore. They really should, though. It's a prestigious private club. I think it's called the Canadian Club. I might be wrong. We're currently walking past the tallest office tower in the city. Can't really see it from where we are right now. We'll get a look at that once we cross King Street up ahead. That would be First Canadian Place here on the right. Stuck behind someone who didn't seem to know where they were going. This is King and Bay. So there is First Canadian Place right there. And the TD Centre Towers. It's Toronto Dominion Centre. And this is Commerce Court West. At one time, the TD Centre Tower, the first one, was the tallest building in the city. And then it was succeeded by Commerce Court West here. And this reigned as the tallest building in the city for a while. But then First Canadian Place came along and claimed that title and has held it ever since. The CN Tower isn't counted as a building. It's obviously much taller than anything else by far. But I mentioned just recently in another video that there are currently 3 buildings under construction downtown that will be taller than First Canadian Place. So it will go from the tallest to the 4th tallest in a very short span of time, after reigning as the tallest since 1975. That's pretty remarkable. Crossing Wellington Street. This is the Royal Bank Plaza. These towers have real gold embossed in the glass window panes, sort of like a gold dust. And you can see the 2 CIBC Square towers. The second one is under construction. The first one has been complete for a couple of years now. And this is Brookfield Place across the street. There's an awesome galleria inside there, which you can see. And everything I've been walking through is all connected to the path system, which runs below street level. I have done many walks through the path, including one just recently, where I was getting out of the heat. Today is not as hot as that day was, so I can stand being out here in the air for this video. It was about 10 degrees hotter with the Humidex in that other video than it is today. And today feels like 30 or so with the Humidex. Got some runners. And we're at Front Street. Awesome view of Union Station with the CN Tower. And another look up at the Royal Bank Plaza. That's the Dominion Public Building, that grand old building. It's sort of similar to Union Station, but just on the outside, it's just an office building inside, really, divided up into rather drab little offices from what I've heard.
I think she does want to make contact, but unfortunately your location is not turned it to what?
And Commuters doing their thing.
She also works for
the Grand Royal York Hotel. It's nearing its 100th birthday. Another 5 years or so, I think. And same can be said for Union Station. It's around the same age. So you can head down to the subway station right here. And also from inside Union Station. I will head inside. We'll go down to the more westerly entrance. This is Union Summer. They set this up every year. It's just a fun place to kick back, have something to eat or drink, and there's often live entertainment. Matter of fact, there is right now, I think. I think it's just a DJ at the moment. We have some breakdancing by the looks of it. And in the winter, they have something similar called Union Winter, which the main attraction is a skating rink. This is where the taxis vie for customers. They can get quite competitive and aggressive at times. And they really hate Uber drivers. I remember I was with Megan one time and there was a confrontation between our Uber driver and one of the taxi drivers. I wasn't recording when that happened though. So let's head inside Union Station. Here we are. Nice air conditioning in here. This is the Great Hall. There's much more to Union Station than this. There are several concourses, lots of retail and restaurants, food courts. It's been described as a bit of a labyrinth by some people. And it's quite easy to get lost inside here if you don't know your way around. But I just wanted to come in and take a look at my favorite part, which is obviously here in the Great Hall. and back out onto Front Street. So I think I'm going to wrap up the walk here. Just a sort of off the cuff, unplanned, very random walkabout during Thursday rush hour. I just like taking in all the hustle and bustle of the city at certain times of day. So I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did out walking and recording. So be sure to let me know in the comments down below if you enjoyed or not. And also be sure to like, share, and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you'd like to support the channel, there are links in the description where you can do so via PayPal, as well as via my merch store, or you can also support the channel by becoming a channel member, or by sending a super thanks if you prefer. And you can find me on Instagram under KContinuum. So thanks for watching, and thanks to all the channel members. And be sure to keep checking back, because as always, I will continue